Just one facet of Atari's 50th anniversary celebration last year was the announcement of, and ultimately taking pre-orders for, this line of Atari VCS/2600 games repackaged in a line they call Atari XP. Now these are games you know already and played in the 70s and 80s on your Atari VCS, but reimagined packaging-wise for collectors. Each one of them has this gatefold box that highlights some brand new cartridge art, and some of them are really stunning. In addition to that, each cartridge contains a limited edition pin, a limited edition patch, a reprint of the manual, the cartridge lights up, there's a little stand, all this stuff together, and the spines of the boxes line up. And you can see so far the first 6 are right up here on my studio shelf. Well, the reason we're here today is because the 7th in the line showed up. And it's a little known title. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Yars Revenge. I certainly have never heard of it myself. I've been really looking forward to this one for a long time. They made me wait till number 7, and we're gonna jump into this one and check it out right after this.
This video brought to you in part by Tommy and the Order of Cosmic Champions. This exciting and heartwarming coming-of-age Gen X novel is available now. Check the link for more info.
Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm John and I am a Gen X Grown Up. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. As I said, number 7 is Yars Revenge, the masterpiece by the legend himself, Howard Scott Warshaw. Look, we know the game. We know what the XP cartridges have been doing. I am eager to see the confluence of those two things. What did they do for my beloved Yars Revenge? Let's get to the table and find out. Yars Revenge, one of my all-time favorites on the Atari VCS, one I go back and play still today, probably once a week I'm playing Yars Revenge, just as like to clear my mind. It's such a zen-like game, and one that I love so much. Absolutely a masterpiece. I think I've said that twice already in this video. I don't care. It just is. Look, with all the XP carts, we have that original artwork. We have our Yar from the Razak system, fighting off the Qotile. We'll do all that in a minute. But we have that original artwork, but instead of the original box, which I think was orange in the case of Yars, we have it on this stark black background of a box, bold Atari at the top, and the title here underneath it. Around the back, again, we have a subset of the information you would have seen on the original box. Just a cart here, a little bit of description, super short description here. 8 different video games. Again, that means there's one game with variations, which we know, and some pretty challenging variations. If you only played version 1, of Yars Revenge, you're missing out on some interesting challenges. There's somewhere up there to be had. Yars Revenge is number 7, and the artwork is the beginning of the 50 in that Atari 50 logo, so it'll take 4 cartridges to finish that out. Just as before, down at the bottom we have this embossed Atari logo. That's also present on the other side, but the other side is just stark black aside from that. And so with that quick overview of the box, it's time to get the shrink wrap off and check out the contents. Now, if you've been following along, you know that these boxes, rather than having a magnetic latch, which would have been cool, they have a little tuck tab. So as to not bend anything, I'm just gonna put this little lifter, there we go, got it open. All right, let's see this Yars Revenge artwork. I'm ready. Oh, there he is. So we can see all the Yars flying around. There's a swarm. This is kind of emblematic of the Qotile, and there's the Yar, and we're gonna see more of it, but how cool. Oh, nice, nice, nice. All right, let's get it open and check out the contents. Par for the course, here are our contents. We had a manual, a patch, pin, the stand, and the cartridge. Let's start by looking at the patch. As standard, it's shield-shaped. We have the Yars Revenge Yarian Allies is going to be your rank if you have this patch. Full color, really pretty. We have the Yar up front, featured front and center. The back is just, these are not iron-ons. These are sew-ons, which we learned. This is just a sealant to keep the threads from fraying. These are all so pretty. Next up is this pin, and I think a change has been made here. A couple of things. So first of all, yes, it says Yars Revenge. Yes, it's got the Yar on it. Gorgeous. The red eyes, the yellow limbs. It's very vibrant. But here's the thing. I think these are metal now. Look at this. I mean, it's got 2 pin backs to keep it straight because it's a big pin, but it's no longer, it doesn't feel like plastic any longer. I'm pretty sure the previous ones were plastic. This feels heavier and it feels sturdier. So
On top of being a great design, I think they are stepping up the quality, or maybe it's my perception, I don't know, but this seems to be a metal pin now. Either way, gorgeous as usual. And then of course a quick peek at this manual. Now nothing earth-shattering is going to be in here. We know that these are effectively just reprints, aside from a change to like Atari's address and copyright date and stuff like that. It's the original manual, which, I mean, if you're going to play Yars Revenge and for some reason you missed out on it before, you're going to need to know how to play it. It's not immediately obvious, but once you know, it is addictive. All right, now how about this cartridge? We peeked at it through the box, but a closer look, we have the bold white Yar on top of there. All this printing, by the way, is very heavy and thick. It's almost raised. Then behind him, you have this swarm of other Yars, which in a way kind of suggests, reminds me of the neutral zone. I know it's not a swarm of Yars typically, but it looks like that. And then we have the Swirl behind him, which of course is evocative of when the Qotile becomes a Swirl and fires at you. All that's here. I think it's I'm very pleased with the way they kind of captured the elements of Yars Revenge without duplicating existing elements of Yars Revenge, but it all makes sense. Yeah, very cool. The back again is that kind of satin finish Atari sticker, nice heavy sticker. And then, we have this marquee top, I guess, that is going to illuminate when we plug it in and turn it on. And finally, I think the last piece is this little cartridge stand. It comes with all the little pieces. You peel the paper off, you stack it together, and you have this cool little stand that's designed to tuck your cartridge right into. There we go. Yeah, he sits on there nice and securely. That's one way you could display your cartridge. We're going to display our cartridge by plugging it in, though, and playing it. Got the VCS set up. Let's plug in Yars and power it up. All right, so they used a bright white bulb on this one, and man, it really pops. And you can see how it's lighting up the kind of the reddish orange of the cartridge. They have done right by Yars Revenge here. You can see it's on the TV back there behind us, which just means one thing. It's time to play some Yars Revenge. All right, we are all set up to play some Yars Revenge. I brought my Slick Stick this time. I like the Epix 500 XJ, but the Slick Stick has a really nice short throw on it. It's one I like to use for fast-paced games like Yars, so let's kick it off. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to shoot me right away, of course. Come on. All right. Ooh, I got hit right away. Come on, let's get in there. There. We gotta clear that last block so we can shoot him. Gotcha! Let's put the Qotile in his place right away. That's a way to do it. Okay, here's the alternate board. Now, the more you'll play this Yars Revenge, you'll find that it goes from these orange shields to blue shields to later no shields. It's faster and faster and faster, and the Qotile can turn sometimes. Yeah, it gets crazier and crazier. I know I've played marathon games of this, certainly in my youth. Not in a while, but got him again. Later, even the neutral zone goes away after time. Let's get him. Get out of the way. Boom! Got you again. All right, just for fun, I think it'd be cool to try to get Howard's Easter egg. It's not super simple, but it's also not super complex. You've got to shoot the Qotile when he's midair, and then you have got to find that little black line. So, and then fly on it. So, I'll probably die a few times trying because it's a risk-reward thing. You've got to kind of put your fly on the line. Come on. Oh, just missed him. All right. Just missed him. Almost hit him after he rematerialized. That bullet will also get much, much faster over time. The ramp up on Yars is just so good. Missed him again. Got him. I'm on the line. I'm on the line. Oh, I guess I didn't quite get it. I got it. Get on the line. Get on the line. Get on the line. How did it... Is the Easter egg not in this cartridge? I mean, twice now I've done the right thing. We'll try one more time. Oh, we've turned blue. Our score is high enough. Whoa! Let's get more aggressive. We'll get more shots at him now, at least. I got him for sure. I'm definitely on the line. There it is. There's our Easter egg. Howard Scott Warshaw. Warshaw Scott Howard. So what happens is the game does end now, so you can't keep playing, but at least we got to see the Easter egg, we got to see our cool Atari XP Yars Revenge, and we got to have some fun with the slick stick. So now it's time to put this box all back together to add to my collection on this shelf. We'll throw in the manual, the patch, the pin, the stand, and of course, that beautiful cartridge. Let's button it all up tight. Head over to the set, make a little room, and there it is, number 7, Yars Revenge.
And there they sit, all lined up, just as pretty as you please. Look, this series is coming to an end. We only have 3 cartridges left. The next one, number 8, is sitting in a box behind me, waiting to be done. 9 and 10 are going to ship next week, so it won't be long now. Here's what I'm going to do. As soon as 8 is ready for you to check out, I'll put a link to it here. Full playlist to all my XP coverage is right there. In the meantime, I certainly hope you found something to enjoy in this video, and I can't wait to talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.